We are back. Sorry about the freeze up, but we are back for another episode of Main Street Prowlers. So,
yeah.
How y'all doing today?
Yeah, okay. We aren't supposed to talk about certain little fishies in the pond,
but we're going
fishing tonight.
What kind of fishies?
How you know the fishy?
Mafoose only getting 1 game suspension out of all the BS he pulled this weekend.
Oh, yeah, I seen that. That's crazy. Only getting 1 suspension.
Which technically already served it.
In any other league, that would have been like a suspension for the rest of the year. But, you know, he is on Watertown now.
Yep.
He's safe.
Which is a crock of crap. That's what we were saying before. Certain teams get away with certain things. You know, I understand some of the fight possibly, but being our guy didn't fight back, so he already got a 5-minute himself, only for the fighting. Mm-hmm. Then he got the instigating, and he got him game misconduct. Mm-hmm. How in the heck do you not get more than a 1 game suspension?
Yeah, no, I can't believe that, honestly.
That's
at least.
Like I said, if it was a player from our team, we'd expect them to get more than that. We would.
Which you rightfully should have.
And I don't want to be biased against any other team or say our team's perfect, because they're not. Any player that does that and continues the fight, mm-hmm. or just keeps it going, deserves more than game suspension.
Exactly.
Any player.
Especially the way that it was done, too. And honestly, it proves the fact that we're not biased, because honestly, I think Johnson should have been suspended after the tactics he pulled this weekend, too.
Okay.
As much as I love him, I love the guy. He let the game get the heat of him. But naturally, calls were not made, and that's why he got frustrated. Mm-hmm. So he was being the coach that he needed to be. Sadly, he got kicked out, ejected. But that's besides the point now.
Yep. All right, so what's anybody else's thoughts on this?
It's not fair.
You know, even our viewers, what's your thoughts? You know, should players get more than 1 game for those type of tactics on the ice?
Who's that? Oh, that's Chris.
Who was that, Rob?
Bring it home.
This whole weekend was just a shot in the foot for us either way.
Yeah.
Because we let the bad calls get in the way of winning. Because we easily could have won any of these games.
Yeah. Easily.
But especially going into Watertown, we really shot ourselves in the foot. Because we only played 10 minutes out of the whole weekend, I believe.
Yeah. They didn't, as we've been saying all season, 60-minute hockey, boys. 60 minutes. Come on. You know, I think even Friday they could have took the game if they would have just gave it even more. It's not. Still loving the hockey, guys. Still loving it, though.
Oh, yeah.
Another thing a viewer was bringing up, too, that I was reading before, is that we need more chemistry between the team as well. We need more camaraderie, essentially.
No, actually, I'm not even going to go there, because our chemistry is not bad if they play 60-minute hockey. If they pay attention and, you know, puck control. It's more puck control than anything. Too many give-ups. Too many giveaways. I think the chemistry is great. I just think they need to, you know, not let up like they do.
But it's the fact, though, that they were so scared of getting the penalty when Mufus was attacking Sufrende. So no one jumped in to help him. And that's where we need to... I don't care if you get the penalty or not. You need
Well,
to
yeah,
defend
well, like
you.
I said, there's times to take a penalty and there's times to not take a penalty. You know, if somebody's getting ready for a breakaway, yeah, you hook them. You do, you hook them. You know, take that chance of either just getting a 2-minute for hooking or, you know, give them the possible chance for a penalty shot.
Right.
You know? But, yeah, there's definitely times you should take them, and then there's times we, you know, need to stay the heck out of the box. We're in there too much.
But that fight with Mafus and Sufrende, though, was the perfect time to take that penalty.
Yeah.
Because you don't let your player just get beat up like that. Especially if you're right there, right next to him. My opinion, but I understand.
But that's not really chemistry. That's more stepping up and doing taking care of your team.
Exactly.
That's not really chemistry. That's stepping up and taking care of your team. Your team.
Can I be in the net?
What?
Look at the chat. That's what he's talking about.
But yeah.
It was nice though to see Simmons back this weekend. Now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he actually played really good. You know,
Really
he,
good.
He showed, he's still, you know, showing us that he definitely, you know, we could be wrong, you know, that he, because like I said, there in the beginning of the season, he was not showing and playing the way he used to.
Right. So it was nice to have that kind of playback from him.
Yes.
And I honestly believe that he was going through some kind of injury.
Yeah, and needed a rest.
And that rest did it.
And I said that, you know, because that one night he went down, and he went down hard, and it didn't look good. But it just after that he just did not play the way he normally did.
Exactly.
So.
But if it weren't for Hammer and Shipman, we would have lost like 20-0 each game.
Yeah.
And so,
So like I said, a lot of giveaways this weekend. A lot of giveaways. A lot of takeaways too, but
yeah. But keep up the good work from our goaltenders. That's your number one starts for this weekend.
yeah.
So, I wish I could say more about the scoring, but we only got like 3-4 goals off the whole weekend.
Well, I watched. I listened to our games. I didn't watch them. I did listen to them, but I was watching the Carolina and Thunderbird games.
Thunder.
The Thunder games.
Close ones.
I was watching them on silent, and yep, yeah,
They almost pelted us Sunday.
yeah. You played a really good game Sunday. But I like what Watertown's announcer said. Yeah, Thunder has a long ways to go, and they're not mathematically eliminated, but that last spot's going to be Port Huron.
And
Is that why they haven't made us a playoff spot yet?
We haven't, because mathematically Thunder is not out. They have to lose, I think, four more games.
something like that.
Because I forgot we got games over them amount. So I think it's four more games, and then yes, they're out. They should be out. Because even when I counted it up, then I forgot win percentage. You know, so.
But either way, though, even though we're pretty much guaranteed that spot, we need to start
Playing.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because at this point, we're getting into a drive that's unhealthy to see us go further with. And we'll set into this thing that will basically have us losing in the first round. Let's put it straight. We're going to lose in the first round if we keep on playing the way we are.
Yeah.
So, especially since I can pretty much guarantee anybody that gets that choice spot, they're going to choose us.
Not necessarily, because we've had pretty good odds against some of the teams.
Yeah.
Right
You
now
know.
it's
So,
hat tricks,
And we have not won against hat tricks this year, so.
but we've had close games with them.
you know,
But right off the bat, though, the hat tricks will pick us. Guaranteed, they will pick us.
They've had really good
I,
games against Carolina.
I got another theory too, but I don't want to discuss that online because of the fact that it's just my theory.
Right.
I can see we could beat not Carolina.
Just put it this
Columbus.
way. Just put it this way. Look at our roster and how many of our top players are still on leave.
Right.
Not off the team, but on leave.
And look who just got put on leave.
Right.
Yeah.
So that might spell a little bit about my theory. You know what? And I hope we're not doing what I'm thinking because I hate that. Because still anything can go wrong later.
Right. But we'll see. We have seen teams in the past where they've done amazing going into the playoffs from the point that we are right now.
Oh yes.
So, going back to the Fighting Falcons, one of the years they made the playoffs, they were doing crappy towards the end of the season, and then all of a sudden, they pretty much.
But that's when the coach
Remember.
changed, if you remember mid-season, didn't it?
Yep. Yeah, they changed to
Griffin did come in during that season.
Yes,
So-
and he was resting
That's when he
most
was
of the
pushing,
big- the top
and that's when he
guys.
was pushing two-way hockey.
Yeah, he was resting
Yeah.
most of the other guys too, though.
Yes.
At the end of the year.
And that's
Wasn't
another
that
thing the guys
the
need to do is
Northern
two-way
coach?
hockey.
What's that, Rob?
Wasn't that the Northern coach or was that Marysville coach?
Gershon?
Yeah.
I don't know if he coached for one of the high
No.
schools. I don't think
No,
so.
he did.
Federally is the only person that coached either high school hockey that's played for us or coached for us.
So,
Okay.
but
I was
yeah,
probably thinking somebody else.
he Gershon believed in two-way hockey. If you want to play for me, you had to be able to do defense and offense. So, which is a good idea, you know.
That's gets a lot of stuff done
Yes.
and doesn't stress out the forwards as much because you know exactly what's going on.
Yeah.
You know when you're going to get the puck.
Well, also the nice part is too is knowing both line, offense and defense, is if you kind of going against a team and they got your number on that for that line, you can mix other players.
Yes.
You can move somebody from defense over to the offense. You know,
Right.
instead.
Yes.
Right.
You know, and it makes it harder on them. Because sometimes, like if a player has played with somebody else, they know that player's tactics and routine.
Exactly.
You know, just like, that's why when we played Harney that weekend, and we knew it was going to be a tough one because Harney knows our guys.
Exactly.
But we also, the guys know his weak spot. Once you can start getting the stuff through the goalie's weak spot because you worked with them, it makes a big difference.
Right. It's God. I miss Harney, and I feel bad for him and over in Delaware because they don't want him. But yet he's an amazing goalie.
He is.
He's better than Babin. I'll say that right now. He's better than Babin.
Oh, thank you. I am.
But current playing style, as of right now, he is playing better than Babin by far. Babin is letting his emotions get to him right now, and that's his problem because he's seen this whole situation play out. So,
But I don't think it was anything against Harney for us. It's just when you have Simmons, you have
Shipman.
Shipman,
And then you have Can't pronounce his last name.
Joe Noonan.
Noonan. How do you keep, to give ice time?
Right.
And
that's our problem. We always keep more goalies than we should. As much as I hate saying that, because I love every single goalie that we've ever had.
Right.
But it's just, we've kept more goalies than most of these family teams out there.
I have to laugh because he said that only one, and he was a good goalie too, but is Pollen. I wasn't sad to see him go because of, his taking the net off all the time. And they were just a bitch, and excuse my language, all weekend about Pollen knocking the net off over during that game. They how many times before they give a penalty? It's the ref's discretion, if he feels it was deliberate.
Right.
So.
And Pollen makes it look like it's an accident.
So. But now, I will say the Watertown net came off a lot, but the ref said that was not the goalie's fault. There was something, the pegs weren't sitting in the ice properly.
But like I said, there's a difference between actually physically trying to do it.
Yes. Well, we've watched Paul, and he gets a skate underneath the edge of the net and lifts it.
And that's the problem, though, especially out in Danbury. There's been soft ice through all arenas.
Yes.
So I get Watertown. Especially the way that I was looking at how the goalie was kicking it. He wasn't trying to at all.
No. And a lot of them wasn't even the goalie that knocked it off. It was a player just going past it.
Yeah.
Barely brushing up to it.
So that's proving that it's soft ice throughout the whole league right now.
Right.
It attributes to the constant changing of the weather, though, too. Let's be honest. So I get why Danbury had to cancel their one game after the first period.
Yeah, and move the next ones over to a different arena.
So, but with that being said, though,
on the website it says they canceled after the second period.
they were getting into the second period. They hadn't actually started the second period. I know that's kind of weird. I know what you're talking about.
Because it says on the website it was canceled in the second.
They had gone and come back and never actually physically started the second
Then
period.
they shouldn't have given them the win, even though they lead.
Right now, there's no resolution to that game right now.
Right, but normally they wouldn't give the team a win, though. It'd be just a canceled game. They gave them the win.
They did not give them the win.
The website came up, it shows how to win.
Yeah, it shows 2-0. It shows 3-0.
Final. So
that changed from this morning then.
What's
It's been on
that?
there for a while, Chris, like that.
When I looked at it, there was no actual final on it. They were looking at the.
yeah.
Oh, no,
Well,
it's
it's-
no, it's the final. This is the final.
Okay, don't say final then.
But don't say final.
Yeah, because that wouldn't be right. Because normally it has to be at least halfway or a little more than halfway to the second before they can technically give a team a win off that because of the
Right.
like we know it takes 3 seconds to get a goal.
1 second.
So
But it's kind of weird that whole situation is just.
yeah,
I don't know how they're gonna make up that game.
they're not. But that, again, that's a good reason why we go by win percentage. It doesn't matter if they make it up.
Right.
In our league, it really don't. It just it's win percentage.
Right.
It don't matter for either team either. Because they're
Right.
both in the playoffs anyways.
But with that being said, though, make sure that you go to MainStreetBlueWater.com, check us all out, and enter for our contest. We still have yet for people to enter that contest. Please go, enter it, share it.
I want to share it.
We'll be this commercial break.
Hey guys, it's Crystal from the Port Huron Prowlers. Back to you from behind the scenes. I'm with Mitz today, and Mitz and I are here to give you guys some examples of things the guys would like on the bus trip. Mitz, do you think the guys would like granola bars? What about fruit and vegetables? Okay, not vegetables, but how about fruit? Cases of water? What about some Powerade and Gatorade? Well, there you have it. Some true facts of what Mitz thinks our boys should have on the road trips. Thanks for watching and enjoy the show.
Well, not really. I got the beat. Oh, Elite Wrestling tomorrow, guys. If you're on wrestling. I can't believe I let myself get caught. That one was good.
Hey there, I'm Chris.
And I'm Kelly.
You might remember One Love Weekly used to be called One News Weekly. Well, that was season 1, and now we're coming into season 2. We've changed up the format, and we're bringing the news to you in a more personal issue. We're going to give you more real-life situations to react to these news stories and how you can love thy neighbor more. And I'm excited to bring on my co-host and correspondent, Kelly.
That's me. Hey, wherever you're listening to, whether it be Spotify, Apple Podcasts, whatever platform suits your fancy, just make sure that you give us a subscribe and a follow and a share and whatever else you want to do. Make sure that you tell your friends about us.
And I hope you enjoy for the future episodes.
Hey, this is James Woolman here from Great Lakes Gaming. Are you looking for an excuse to get out of the house? Well, if so, we're your excuse. We have Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh!, Magic the Gathering games all week long. We run leagues, and we're also open 7 days a week. Every Thursday, we are running disc golf leagues at Houndwoods Middle School from 5 to 7, all through the spring and summer. Recently, we have become part of the WPN network of Wizards of the Coast. We're going to be starting trivia on Tuesdays, and we run a Super Smash tournament the first Saturday of every month. So that should be plenty of reasons for you to get out of the house.
And we are back when I am trying to die.
That's not nice.
Sorry, guys. Where's my cookies?
You
It's
seem
been raining
like
this week. I forgot them.
you seem like me when I cough.
Like death?
Actually, I did have them out too. I forgot them.
Aw, where's my stick?
I'm about ready to mute you.
We are getting into the games this weekend, though. You would never been able to tell that we got shut out on Friday night, though, if it was just based off the shots. Because we outshot Watertown 41-33. So how in the hell did we get shut out?
Well, like I said before, shots on goal don't mean crap.
Right. But with that being said, though, I do have to give their goalie, Watertown's goalie, much praise for that one, for stopping that many shots.
But there were calls that should have been called that weren't called on all 3 nights.
Yeah, but again, you could call that for either way, either
Yeah.
side.
So, but getting into this, first star was Kyle Hetzner. The second star was Justin McDonald. And third star was Brandon Colgan. All three from Watertown. Short scoring summary. All three from Watertown. 23 seconds in the game. Kyle Hetzner got the goal to put up Watertown up 1-0. Was assisted by Justin McDonald and Troy Taylor. 12:42 into the second, Justin McDonald put them up 2-0. Was assisted by Lane King and Kyle Hetzner. And then in the third, an empty net with 10 seconds left. Justin McDonald scored again with a assist by Kyle Hetzner and Lane King. So final score 3-0. Not a huge difference, but enough to give us the loss.
Yep.
Getting into this penalty summary though, in the first 15:26, Brendan Day for Watertown gets a roughing. Cole McKinley gets a high sticking. In the second, Justin Brosnan gets an interference. And then he gets a delay of game at 3:34. Riley Robertson gets a holding at 17:08. And then 3:17 and the third, Ryan Devine gets an elbowing. Mike Moroso pointing on 18 in the third gets a hooking. Oh, God. Nolan Slakente of Watertown, 9:47, gets a holding. Cade Lambden and Ryan Devine at 12:18 gets a roughing. Big crowd came out that night, 12:81. It was nice to see that big of a crowd on a Friday night.
1281.
Yep. You would have never expected, right, Rob?
Oh, I knew.
Okay. And then going into Saturday's game, though, we were outshot drastically, 42-22. And then the one good thing is that Watertown surprised us this weekend because third star actually went to Zachary Furushira of Port Huron. And then Nolan Slakita gets the second, and then Justin McDonald's get the first star with 4 goals actually in the game.
Ronald McDonald.
You have a little bit too much of a McDonald's on your brain, don't you? Starting off though, Watertown gets a power play go up 1-0 from Justin McDonald, assisted by Troy Taylor and Abin Mafus. 4:41, Justin McDonald puts Watertown up 2-0 with no assists. 6:12, Zachary Furushira gets the lone goal for Port Huron, assist from Caleb Williams and Dustin Henning. 7:45 into the first, Watertown goes up 3-1 with the goal from Cole McKinney and assist by Nolan Sulaketa and Ryan Devine. Watertown goes up 4-1 at 12:16 with a goal from Colin Tremekla, assist to Nolan Sulaketa and Cole McKinney. 5-1 Watertown. Justin McDonald gets the lone goal again at 14:05 of the second. In the third, Justin McDonald gets his 4th goal to put Watertown up 6-1. An assist from Lane King and Ryan Devine at 5:40 of the third. And then 1917 on the power play, Watertown gets their final goal of the game. And on a goal from Michael Mann and assist from Rocco Distanza. And this is where everything went down in this game. Dante Sufrende, a Port Huron, and 140 in the first, gets a high sticking. Alex Johnson gets a hooking at 10:18. Justin McDonald in the second, 6:23. This is actually interference. Alex Johnson and Lane King gets a fighting, and Alex Johnson gets a game misconduct and an ejection. So he couldn't even stay on the property.
Walk away.
8:57, Nolan Sakata gets a roughing. 12:21, Kobe Steen gets a slashing. Dante Sufrende gets unsportsmanlike a minor, as well as a game misconduct. Ryan Devine at 8:46 into the third gets an interference. And then Abin Mafus at 9:03 in the third gets the instigator, fighting, and aggressor.
Right.
Which should have naturally gone for more, but what am I saying? And then Nick Williams at 18:43 into the third gets the interference. And 1,062 showed up to watch that game.
Now, originally on their stat thing, it had Johnson missed game misconduct twice or something, wasn't it?
Yeah.
He ejected that twice.
That was Saturday night. Hit
They gave
it
him
twice.
a
I think
game
they
and
goofed up.
ejection.
Right, but originally it showed him.
It just showed him ejected twice. Game misconduct twice on there.
Yeah. But going into Sunday's game, though, a little bit better, but still not better. 51 shots for Watertown, 51 to 38 for Port Huron. And for first star, Rocco Descanso, Kyle Hetzner gets second, and Larry Vartanainen gets the third star. So, hey, at least they're being better, right?
Yeah, at least Watertown does like we do with their weight team and put them on the stars.
Watertown depends on who they're playing.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They play
that's true.
Carolina, they don't give them a star.
Yeah, if they're playing Carolina, they don't.
Holy,
Carolina
But we
does that
always
every
split it.
cow.
If we don't deserve the stars, we give them to them. So that's, I think, why they're fair with us on it. You know.
Right. 7:48 into the first, so Watertown goes up 1-0 on a goal from Tyler Delina, assist from Rocco Distanzo and Riley Robertson. 13:52, Watertown goes up 2-0 with the goal from Kyle Hetzner, assist from Ryan Devine and Riley Robertson. And then at 19:59, the Watertown goes up 3-0 on a power play goal by Justin McDonald, assist to Kyle Hetzner and Troy Taylor. And then 26 seconds into the second, though, Larry Vartanainen puts Port Huron on the goal from assist from Cade Lambden. 13:20 into the second, Port Huron scores to come in within one from a goal from Stavros Salas, assist to Evan Foley and Larry Vartanainen. 19:56 into the second, though, Watertown goes up 4-2 with a goal from Cole McKinney, assist to Lane King and Troy Taylor. 16:10 into the third, Cole Kamika puts Watertown up 5-2 with assists from Josh LaBelle and Kobe Stephen. And then 6-2 Watertown at 17:01 in the third with a goal from Rocco Distanzo, an assist to Kobe Stephen.
oh yeah?
Kind of a light penalty summary for this one.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. I still can't believe their attendance is 494. Holy cow.
I'm not surprised by that one, to tell you the truth.
Again, it's Sunday.
Yep, exactly my point.
You know, it's Sunday. You know,
Oh, yeah, that is a Sunday's game. Duh.
So, but getting into this penalty summary, though, in the first 11:39, Ryan Devine of Watertown gets a cross-checking. I'm scared. Cade Lambden of Port Huron, 1843, gets a holding. Griffin Bidron of Watertown, 5'11" into the second, gets elbowing. Rocco DiStanzo gets a slashing at 56 seconds in the third. 4:57 in the third. Troy Taylor gets an elbowing. Rocco DiStanzo gets a high sticking at 10:34. Oh, why?
Much harder.
Cole McKenney gets a tripping. Matt Graham at 11:13 gets a hooking. And then Alex Johnson and Ryan Devine at 19:15 in the third get a roughing. And like Rob said, 494 for the attendance.
Aw, don't hit him hard with that stick.
I heard something other than stick. That was so wrong. I was about to bleep him on that one.
and we are not PG-13. There's our disclaimer. We're not PG-13.
Exactly. We are comedy and raunch all over.
We actually probably should start saying that at the beginning of the show.
Yeah, true. So come check us out if you like raunchy. So we have 3 games this weekend, though, coming up.
One of them are on my birthday.
But it's not in Port Huron, though.
So you want to go down to Carolina to watch them?
I'll watch them on TV.
Oh, okay. He's lame. Doesn't want to go down to Carolina. We have a Thursday game this weekend starting off. 7:05 start game in Carolina. So before I get into the predictions, what are you guys' thoughts on going into the series?
If they play 60-minute hockey, stay out of the box, we should win.
There's a high possibility, if we play correctly, that we could clinch our spot this weekend.
Yes.
Yep.
So like I said, they need to either lose 4 or we need to win. Mm-hmm. You know.
And, who does Thunder play this weekend? Oh, they're off this weekend.
They play on Sunday against Binghamton.
So they only have a Sunday game?
Yep.
This week?
That'll be a loss against Black Bears.
But either way, going into this, predictions. Let's start with Rob.
Thursday evening, I would say 3-2 us. Regulation. 1 fight.
And then I'm going to go with our producer next.
When we play on Carolina,
Yep.
Yep.
I'm gonna say 5 for us.
Of course, my stream deck goes down.
Yeah, shame on you.
There we go.
I say 4-3 us shootout.
He says the OT word.
He really wants to get hit twice.
T word, Rob. He said the
Shootout.
What's that?
I said shootout.
He's
Oh,
H-O word.
do.
I want to get hit.
No, you don't. Going with me though. I'm gonna go with a 5-4 win in regulation. I don't want to get hit. And now, Katie's term. I mean, Rob, what about a Friday night? 7th.
Friday?
Friday at 7:35 against Carolina.
I'll say 2-1 overtime.
Y'all want to get hit.
You can punch me in my shoulder if you want.
Justin.
3-4 us. Empty net.
All right. We're going with the blind man himself, the ref.
2-1 us. Regulation.
And I guess I'm going to go with hitter on this one. 3-2 overtime. Might as well get hit with everybody else, right?
My birthday, too.
Yeah. Well, you suck.
I'll be 12 years old.
I don't feel comfortable anymore.
Okay, Saturdays.
Saturday at 6:05 start time against Carolina. Let's go Rob, yeah.
Oh. I'd say 1-0 us. Shipments, shut up.
He's calling. Shut up. Are you gonna back him up on this one, Justin?
No. I'm gonna say 3-2 us. With a goalie fight.
Okay.
Ooh, goalie fight. You had stepped it up.
And this is the last game for the weekend, or?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I will top that one. I'm going to say 3-2 us still, but line brawl with goalie fight.
Ooh. What has not been happening in the NFL? I said the NFL. The FPHL, we have not had a goalie score in the FPHL yet.
For me, I want to go with a 5-3 win, line brawl, and then later fight in the bench.
Which bench?
Both.
So bench clearing.
But I am changing my.
No, not bench clearing. It's going to be in the benches.
Okay. So one of you guys will be on the
changing
bench
for
and
shipment
fight.
score is
Yep.
first.
Well, Rob?
I'm changing it so it's going to be Shipman with his first ever goalie goal in the FPHL history.
Well, that's if Shipman even plays.
Yeah, that's true. If it's Shipman, all right. Joe, I'll go for any of the goalies. They'll be their first one.
Even if someone else starts, it's going to be Shipman no matter what. He's going to go right from the bench.
Yep.
Well, everybody, you have a good week, and we will see you tomorrow if you want to join us on Around the Minors.
I'll be
Don't
there
forget,
tomorrow.
MainStreetBlueWater.com. And remember to post a picture of a kitty for Rob.
Yeah. Or have a kitty just go stuffed in there.
We will see you guys
there's
tomorrow.
one right there.
Hey guys, it's Crystal from the Port Huron Prowlers. Back to you from behind the scenes. I'm with Mitz today, and Mitz and I are here to give you guys some examples of things the guys would like on the bus trip. Mitz, do you think the guys would like granola bars? What about fruit and vegetables? Okay, not vegetables, but how about fruit? Cases of water? What about some Powerade and Gatorade? Well, there you have it. Some true facts of what Mitz thinks our boys should have on the road trips. Thanks for watching and enjoy the show.
Well, not really. I got the beat. Oh, Elite Wrestling tomorrow, guys. If you're on wrestling. Hey. I can't believe I let myself get caught. That one was good.
Hey there, I'm Chris.
And I'm Kelly.
You might remember One Love Weekly used to be called One News Weekly. Well, that was season 1, and now we're coming into season 2. We've changed up the format, and we're bringing the news to you in a more personal issue. We're gonna give you more real life situations to react to these news stories and how you can love thy neighbor more. And I'm excited to bring on my co-host and correspondent, Kelly.
That's me. Hey, wherever you're listening to, whether it be Spotify, Apple Podcasts, whatever platform suits your fancy, just make sure that you give us a subscribe and a follow and a share and whatever else you want to do. Make sure that you tell your friends about us.
And I hope you enjoy for the future episodes.
Hey, this is James Woolman here from Great Lakes Gaming. Are you looking for an excuse to get out of the house? Well, if so, we're your excuse. We have Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh, Magic the Gathering games all week long. We run leagues, and we're also open 7 days a week. Every Thursday, we are running disc golf leagues at Hollywood Middle School from 5 to 7, all through the spring and summer. Recently, we have become part of the WPN network of Wizards of the Coast. We're going to be starting trivia on Tuesdays, and we run a Super Smash tournament the first Saturday of every month. So that should be plenty of reason for you to get out of the house